God always in priority. God always in priority. God alone in passion. God altogether in proximity. God always in priority. But look at verse 7. It goes on. We're talking about God's jealousy. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain. For the Lord will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. So here we see a couple of commands that are prioritizing the preeminence of God. So we see God alone in our passion, God altogether in proximity, God always in priority. And then I wrote this one down. God above all in preeminence. God above all in preeminence. Verse 7 and 8. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain. In his name he ought to have the preeminence. Not just presence, not even just priority, but the preeminence. When we mindlessly jump on social media and react to something that we read and we type in the initials OMG, you are using the Lord's name in vain. I didn't mean that. I meant, oh my goodness. Nobody else knows that. When you flippantly use the Lord's name, and I'm going to caution us, I'm going to say some things here that I've heard from people in our church. And I want to challenge you to eliminate it from your vocabulary. Things like, good Lord. That's taking the Lord's name in vain. And our God ought to be more precious to us than that. Oh Lord. Oh my Lord. Lord, help us. There is a context of that can be okay, but most of the time when I hear it flippantly. And we're using God's name in vain. And God is to be above all in his preeminence. All of these phrases are taking his name in vain and destroying his preeminence. It is bringing the holy creator, God of the universe, down to our level and even reducing him to a lower level than us. I would not use your name in vain. Don't you dare use my God's name in vain. Because we're reducing him to a level lower than us. By the way, I'm going to take the step further. You better be careful what you like and what you heart on social media. If the source is wicked, you should ignore it. I saw recently something very funny on social media, but the source was from some source that the initials were OMG moments. I'm not going to share that so that somebody else can laugh. Why? Because I'm not going to promote anything that takes the name of my God in vain. We better be careful. He's to have the preeminence in his name. Third commandment, thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain.